an emotional final farewell to another fallen hero. The funeral mass honoring the life of Detective William Mora just ended. His casket was carried out of St. Patrick's Cathedral and will soon be taken to a cemetery in Queens. Good afternoon. I'm Jessica Moore, live once again outside St. Patrick's Cathedral as we say goodbye to the second NYPD officer in just 5 days. During the Mass, Commissioner Keechon Sewell posthumously promoted Mora to detective. The same honor was bestowed upon his colleague last week, who was also killed in the line of duty, Detective Jason Rivera. After the casket leaves St. Patrick's Cathedral, a motorcade will carry Detective Mora's remains to Calvary Cemetery in Woodside, Queens, where he will be buried. A final salute now, if we can take just 1 second, this live picture. And let's just pause for a moment as we watch a sea of blue saluting Detective Mora. Here comes his casket, draped in the white, green and blue NYPD flag, only 27 years old, described as a big brother to his partner, who was also killed during that ambush. And right behind, as is customary, follows his family. He was the youngest child of a very tight-knit Dominican family who immigrated to the country for hope of a better life. And that's what he found. Let's listen in. What you're hearing is a wave of NYPD choppers flying overhead, another salute for this fallen hero. After the casket leaves St. Patrick's Cathedral, a motorcade will carry Detective Mora's remains to Calvary Cemetery in Woodside, Queens, where he will be buried. The motorcade will travel north to East Harlem before going over the RFK Triborough Bridge to Queens. CBS 2's Tony Aiello is live, and we know, Tony, a lot of people around the city, around the world, frankly, are hoping for a chance to say a final goodbye to Detective Mora. Tony, there's just really no way to describe the heaviness hanging over the city today.
Felt here in the city, felt in New York State, felt in the country, and indeed around the world, especially in the Dominican Republic on the island of Hispaniola. Officer Mora was an immigrant to the United States with his family from the Dominican Republic. Jessica, in the crowd there outside of St. Patrick's Cathedral, there's a contingent from the Dominican National Police who are representing the grief and the best wishes of the people of that island nation here in New York. There's tremendous pride in the Dominican community at the service and and the sacrifice of both Rivera and Mora. Both of these young men trace their family roots back to the Duarte region of the Dominican Republic near the city of San Francisco de Maracas, and their families both came here. We know that Officer Mora was born there, and he came here when he was just 7 years old, and this is where he first saw the NYPD in action. He grew up at a time during the stop, question, and frisk era. He thought that there were some problems with that. He studied it when he went to John Jay College. He wrote papers about it, and he wanted to make a difference. This is a young man who heard the call to go make a difference in the world, and he certainly did.